It should pop up in a second.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I won immunity last challenge. I wasn't really expecting it. After I did it, I timed myself for the first, for like a practice and got under a minute. So whenever I got a little bit over, I was like, oh no. Turns out that was like more than fine. So yeah, I got immunity. I got power. Um, not, I don't know if am I allowed to like say what it does?
This is your confessional. You could do whatever you want. This isn't going to be shown to
Okay.
anyone.
Okay. So yeah, my power is time travel. So after a vote is cast, I can use the power to find out who everybody voted for. And then I can tell people if I want to, or I can lie about it, or whatever. But yeah, I have that up my sleeve now. And yeah, so I picked my team. Excuse me. I picked my team based on like people that I liked, not really realizing that I wasn't like gonna be on a team with them, like doing something. But yeah, I like picked people I like, um, that I could trust or whatever. And then after I realized that I'm not going to be like with them, I was kind of like, okay, well, I just put put a bunch of my allies on the same team, and if they lose, one of them is going to have to be voted out. Um, but I did put Tim on that team, um, strategically. So he's been scaring me a little bit. He's been giving me really short, cryptic responses. He keeps saying that he's glad that I was a captain. I was like, oh, what do you mean? He's just like, well, I'm just glad it's you. I'm like, what? Like, is it because I'm going to be safe into the next round and you think I'm a weak player? Or, sorry, something like stuck in my throat. Um, what was I saying? Tim. Yeah. So if by chance my team does lose, I've kind of already talked to Joe, Dilly, and Danny about um, voting for Tim if that comes down to it. Um, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully they just win and they're safe. Um, but yeah, if not, I think I have a little group of people ready to take down a potential threat with me, for me, with me. Yeah.
So I know that last round, you kind of said that you felt like you were the black sheep of the group and you didn't really fit in. Now that you won the superhero showdown, has this changed any? Have they started talking to you more, or no?
Yeah, people started talking to me a little bit more. Um, I still had to initiate a conversation with Jordan yesterday. We hadn't like talked at all until yesterday. He's really cool. I don't know why we didn't really just talk to begin with, I guess. I'm like looking at my, yeah, so people were like congratulating me after I won and everything, which was nice, but it was like only a couple people. And I remember, I think it was, um, someone said, like, I think it was Rory who said, I'm sure that you've been hearing it, but congrats on winning. And I'm like, well, I haven't, but thank you. Um, I feel like there might be a little bit of tension with me being the one who kind of, swept last competition and correlating with me being kind of an outsider. um, but yeah, I'm trying to strengthen some relationships here, especially between myself and Jodili and Brian and Danny and Jordan's pretty cool. I'm trying to keep up with Amanda and Isaiah. Scott I'm so sorry for dragging you in my last confessional. I actually like you. I think you're cool. Um, I like talking to you. Emma, I just talked to you again since the first time in this competition. Um, yeah, Corey, we've been talking. Travis, I accidentally, so yesterday I thought that Travis was the other winner besides me and Amanda. So I messaged him and was like, hey, how does immunity feel? Isn't it great? And then I was like, oh, wait, he won the last round. It wasn't this one. So that was a little bit awkward, but it's fine. We just went over that and just yeah.
Sorry, my question's like not pulling up. Um, so since you did win the superhero showdown, do you feel like this has changed people's perception of you? Um, yes or no, and why?
I think so. I feel like people maybe weren't seeing me as a threat because I don't know, I'm a little bit weird and also kind of like ditzy. So it may like seem kind of dumb sometimes, which I am sometimes, but I actually think I'm a pretty smart person and I have a strong personality. Um, and I think that I have a really competitive force as well. So I think all of those things combined will make me a pretty good player. And I think that they shouldn't underestimate me.
All right. So with winning, do you think that this makes you more of a threat, or do you think that people are just gonna be like, oh, it's a one-time thing, it doesn't really matter?
Oh no, I think that winning that first like big one off the bat is definitely, you know, definitely I would think if I were on the other end that this person's a threat. Like, I mean, I won by a, a good bit of time. So, um, yeah, I think if that shows anything for challenges yet to come, I would be a little bit scared if I weren't me.
Alrighty. Um, so I know that you were mentioning people that you liked, or like you mentioned that you put a lot of your allies on the teams you picked. Um, do you want to like start a group or an alliance, and if so, like who would be in that group?
Yeah, so me and Joe Dilly and Danny, it seems like we already have like a small group going there. Um, I would like to take Corey and Brian into that group as well, but I don't really know where they stand with Jodili or Danny. So I'm just kind of trying to kind of form some more one-on-one relationships and figure out who else is talking to each other. Um, because right now, really all I know is that Jodili and Danny have been hitting it off, I guess. But I was asking, I think, Corey about the group's dynamics, and Corey was just like, yeah, it's been quiet. And I think Brian said, like, we still haven't decided who's doing what yet. Um, so I feel like, maybe they're not communicating with each other that well. But I don't know, because I'm not in their chat. Wish I was. I thought that I would be, but here we are.
So, with the teams this round, obviously you're gonna go vote at any of the eliminations, that happen. So, if you had to have your choice from each team, I know earlier you said from the team that you picked you'd like Tim to go home. Who would the other two be from the other two teams? And then if you need me to read off the teams, I could read
No,
them to you.
I have the team list up here already. um, let's see. Oh man, The Incredibles is so hard. Um, for The Incredibles, um, I'll say, I'll say Rory. I don't know. I just talked to Emma and Travis and Antoinette yesterday, and they've been cool. Rory, we've like talked a little bit, but we like talked on the first night for a second. Had a couple of messages after that, but not much. On Ravendor, and they've been cool. Rory, we've like talked a little bit, but we like talked on the first night for a second. Had a couple of messages after that, but not much. On Ravendor, I guess Kira, because same thing. We talked we exchanged a couple of messages and that was it. So I don't really know her or her game. She seems kind of quiet, but I don't know.
So, with this round, why does it say the recording's only at 40 seconds? Oh, well.
It says 11:37 on mine.
Okay. My Skype might just be glitching. It does that. Anyways, back to the questions. With this round, obviously, in the description of the squad standoff challenge, it says the one squad with the fastest time will win. Do you think that this is going to be a double? Like, what do you think's happening with this round?
God, I don't know. I don't know what's happening from day to day. I'm literally just rolling with the punches here, so I have no clue. If it is a double elimination, I assume I get to vote at both of them, so that's cool. I'm not being voted for, which is all that I really care for right now.
Alright. And then final question I think I have. So since you're safe this round and you're guaranteed to be in round 3, are you doing anything to set yourself up for future rounds?
Like I said, I'm just trying to get to know people right now, trying to see where relationships lie, figure that out. Um, I think that, yeah, I think that I'm just gonna keep confident, keep trying to win challenges, keep immune through the entire game. um, yeah, just keep holding on to those friends and getting people to vote with me. Um, Also, I think I've been doing a good job of kind of like playing my ditziness to my strength. It's like play the fool, kind of. I think I can use that a little bit.
Alrighty. And then do you have anything that you would like to add before I stop the recording?
Nope. Love you. Bye.
Alrighty, I'll go ahead and stop.